some counties, AI is accessed for free. In others, it is 200 Kenya shillings. This is good news in the livestock sector because very soon you will be seeing better breeds in our sector. This has also been facilitated because the government has invested heavily also on nitrogen plants, because semen and nitrogen go together. And the most expensive thing is the transportation and conservation of semen. So the government has built nitrogen plants across the country so that proximity and storage of the semen is within reach. What has also affected most farmers, especially the livestock farmers, is the issue of diseases. Market of livestock is through transporting animals, especially the marketplace. And if there are outbreaks of diseases, it actually hinders market. And what have we done in this area? It is important for us to eradicate animal diseases. And what we've done is to improve the production of our vaccines. We have now moved the production of our vaccines from 36 million doses to 60 million doses. We have doubled it, actually, so to speak. And this gives us the capacity to ensure that we vaccinate all our animals when the outbreak comes or proactively to prevent diseases from happening. We have also moved, and it's a new technology now, from water-based vaccine to oil-based vaccine. What do we mean? Water-based, the potency is 4 months. Oil-based is 1 year. And what would happen is you only vaccinate once, and that vaccination will last for all 1 year. This will even help in the pastoral areas because of the mobility. The minute you vaccinate in that area, animals can travel until the following year for you to have another vaccination. It has also reduced the cost of vaccination. Instead of doing it 4 times, we only do it once. And so, you will allow me now to move from the green economy to the blue economy. The blue economy is our water masses, especially the deep sea. Here, we need to exploit resources in our water masses. And what have we done in this area? Here, we are concentrating on increasing production of our fisheries, eliminating illegal fishing in our territories, in our water masses, and also diversification. And in this case, aquaculture, for example, that is a farm to fish, has doubled from 23,000 metric tons a year to 48,000 metric tons per year by encouraging farm to fish. In fact, the information now is that there is more fish in central Kenya than in Nyanza, where there is Lake Victoria, because of the farm fish. The other good news is that Kenyans have now started eating more fish than before. Most of the people who are not eating fish are now eating fish, thanks to the program the ministry is running on Eat More Fish campaign. You must have seen even on the media, the interest the fish eating generated when we were sampling fish in some areas. So what does this also mean? It means we have created internal market for our fish products. And no wonder we are now even getting fish from China to come and supplement what we produce here in the country. Kenyans are now eating fish. And so it is good news. It is good news because we are not only eating fish as food, but it is also supplementing our nutrition issues. Now, per capita consumption, for your information, is we have moved from 3.7 kilograms per capita consumption of fish to 7 kilograms, which is good, but the global average is 25, so we are still very low. We still need more Kenyans to eat fish. In that area also, the area of research has also been enhanced. You will also, we received delivery of a huge vessel, which was launched by His Excellency the President in Mombasa for research in fish. We call it MFIM Tafiti. There is no way we can exploit our water resources if we don't undertake serious research. And the research which we are undertaking now in deep sea is leading us to diversification. As we speak now, we are even getting revenues from other water resources apart from fish. Seaweed fishing, seaweed farming is now a reality in Kenya. And it is as a result of the kind of research we are doing. What we have also realized is a lot of illegal fishing is happening within our waters. And what are we doing? The government has invested, as we speak now, 3.6 billion to bring in a new vessel, which we will have delivery on January, to patrol our territorial waters, to ensure that we don't experience illegal fishing, because it's a loss to us. The international conventions requires that any vessel fishing within our waters land the fish in our boats. And in that way, we get revenues, and we also share information in terms of technology and things like that. We have also constructed mini processing facilities, which has enabled us to access the EU market for farmed fish. For a long time, we have only been accessing the EU market through the capture fish, especially the Nile perch. As we speak now, our farmed fish, and I want to tell the country that let's go into farmed fish because we have market. We have now got the EU market for our farmed fish. Thanks again to the investments the government is putting in quality laboratories, because we'll only access world and regional markets if our quality and standards is meeting the international standards. As we speak now, we are putting up a very modern facility in Nairobi, which will serve the region as well in terms of quality. I would not have finished my work if I don't mention something about National Strategic Reserve as a confirmation to the Kenyan citizen that we are safe as far as food security is concerned. We have streamlined the sector. We have streamlined, and we have a board now which manages the reserve, to the extent that we want to make it independent from Treasury. So that is a revolving fund to ensure that we buy, it stabilizes prices, while at the same time we maintain the necessary stocks. Our other crops, tea, coffee, and sugar, have had its own share of challenges, while it is a major contributor to our GDP in terms of income generation. What I want to say here is government is working to ensure that these sectors are streamlined and they respond so that they can contribute effectively. In tea, there's a task force. In coffee, there's a task force. What I can confirm is that we are implementing the resolutions and the recommendations of the task force to ensure that the sector is vibrant. But the key thing is all these task force reports is looking at the small-scale farmer. It is addressing the issues of the small-scale farmer, so that at the end of the day, the owner of the product becomes the beneficiary. Sugar is a question of technology. It's a question of cost of production. The government is working very hard to ensure that the whole community who depends on sugar do not suffer. And you have seen the government coming in strongly. Some people would question, why is government using money to do this? But a responsible government takes care of its citizens. I mean the farmers who are farming.
And that right there is coming to you live from State House. It's a summit on agriculture, and currently speaking is the CS for Agriculture, Willy Bett. And well, we'd like to take a short break on KTN News, or rather go to Sports Chat.